Stadium in the press box. One of the greatest views in the North Georgia mountains, the Frank McCourt Stadium overlooking the mountains here in Hiawassee, Georgia. And one of our favorite guys has definitely grown on both of us. Number 55, Wesley Calhoun, will be kicking off for Towns County.
Not only has he got a pretty good leg, but he's got 2 or 3 of the Hiawassee hard hit of the week awards, and we're starting out on defense, so maybe we'll get that hard hit to start tonight.
Let's see. Here comes the opening kick by Wesley Calhoun. Ball is returned from the 5-yard line. Returner for the Tigers got plenty of running room up to the 25, 26-yard line. And Towns County did a good job of swarming there around the return man. And the return man was Dylan Deaton, wearing number 3 for the Tigers. And that's where the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10 from their 26-yard line.
We definitely had some hard hitting there on that kickoff. But here we go. The players said they've been working on it. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for this option from Commerce. And now we just got to go out and execute.
Number 19, Nate Ray, is the quarterback for the Tigers, and he will be directly under center. Here's a snap, pitch play to the right side. Here come the Tigers up to the 30-yard line, running along the sidelines out to the 35-yard line.
He got hit hard. Will Travis came over and made a nice lick on him, and he is down.
Yeah, the running back who got a nice, it looked to be just short of the first down. He is injured here. It looks like DeJuan Wood wearing number 6.
No, I'm sorry, Chris. That's actually that number 3, the one that returned Dylan Deaton.
Dylan Deaton, the injured player for the Tigers, and he is definitely shaken up as his trainers will come over. And you've even got John Cornett, head coach of the Indians, checking on him, and he was there to witness the hit by Will Travis.
We got training staff for both teams now. The players are taking a knee down on the field. We're hoping that he'll hop up here. We don't know. He's got his helmet off. He is sitting. Well, he was sitting up and he's laid back down. It's hard for me to tell. It looks. At first, I thought it was something maybe with his shoulder or something, but now he's.
Looks like his leg to me.
Yeah, they're concentrating on his leg right now. I'm saying when it first happened, it's almost like it was something with his shoulder, but now it's his leg. They're talking about his leg.
They're gonna try to pop him up, 3 or 4 guys, and they do get him up on both feet. He's still standing there, kind of getting his stance back, taking a moment to really just take his mind off of the pain, and he'll have some assistance here. And a big round of applause by Towns County fans, cheerleaders, and football players.
And they're actually, he's hurt bad enough, they're actually calling for the ambulance, the EMTs to come over. They're getting their bag, and he's actually going to sit on the Towns County sideline on their bench.
Yeah, we hope number 3 is all right. He's number 3, Dylan Deaton, got the opening kickoff return out to the 26-yard line, then got a nice run.
And he is a senior for Commerce, so we certainly don't want anything long term with him. But now we got golf carts coming over. That was
one ball on the 35.
I couldn't tell Chris exactly what happened. Now Will hit him hard, but he didn't hit him in the leg. He just sort of hit him in the chest. So it may be something that he got twisted around or something. I'm not sure, but the refs are actually going to wait until they can get him. They're actually putting him in the cart, and they're going to take him over to the ambulance right now. And certainly thoughts and prayers with him. We never like to see anyone getting hurt, and so one of Commerce's trainers are going to ride with him over to the ambulance, and just a moment. And he's got his head down. You can tell he's really.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. Dylan Deaton, the injured player for the Tigers, and when he got up, he applied no pressure whatsoever to that right leg. So nice gain of 9 yards there for Dylan Deaton and the Tigers. 2nd and 1 with the quarterback wearing number 19, Nate Ray, under center. And here comes the snap. Ray's going to hand it off to his fullback, who's got plenty of running room up across the 45-yard line. Continues to fight forward down to the 49-yard line. So a nice gain there for the Tigers. And that time it was number 5, Sam Roach, with the carry. And he was one of those guys before the game I was told to watch out for, that he would be very effective out of the backfield. And they have 4 or 5 of these backs that will get the ball throughout the entire night.
Well, that was just a zone blocking scheme right there, and they did a nice job opening up a hole for him. Wesley Calhoun did make a nice tackle, but unfortunately, he's about 15 yards down the field.
Here they go, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Here comes Nate Ray with a pitch play to the right side. It's a different running back this time. Cuts in between a few tackles and is finally wrestled out of bounds near the 36-yard line. And Wesley Calhoun over there to make the tackle, and the running back a little slow to get up, but he will be up, and he looks to be okay. Number 6 with the carry, DeJuan Wood. He's a senior for the Tigers. He picks up a nice gain to bring up 1st and 10 from the Towns County 36-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have the ball. They move left to right on your radio dial. 10 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Still no score on the first possession of the ball game. And here comes Nate Ray, directly under center. Takes a snap. Going to pitch it to the left side, this time to the running back, Caleb Mason. Mason with running room to the outside along the sidelines. He's got the first down and more all the way down to the Towns County 20-yard line. A nice gain there. And tackle is made over there on the sideline, I believe, by number 54 for Towns County. Nice play by Shane Sparks, able to bring him down after a big first down by number 2, Caleb Mason of the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the Towns County 20-yard line. They are at the red zone of your Indians. We need a big stop. 10 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Nate Ray and his Tiger offense come out 1st and 10. They've got one tailback in the backfield wearing number 5, Sam Roach. Here's a snap. Quarterback's going to pitch it to his tailback once again. He's got plenty of room. DeJuan Wood all the way down. 3-2-1 touchdown. Wearing number 6, DeJuan Wood finds his way for 6 points. A 20-yard touchdown run to get the Tigers of Commerce up on the scoreboard 6-0 here in the first quarter. And really nobody in the area to bring him down. He had plenty of room along the right side.
Now, the last 2 plays, the Indians have had they've done a good job of having somebody there to take the quarterback. But when the quarterback pitches, their wide receiver on the outside is doing a nice job blocking. That time it was Will Travis. He did a nice job blocking Will, and once he got, basically got around that edge, he was gone.
And here's the extra point by number 69, Diaz, and it is good. 7-0 here, 9 minutes, 54 seconds remain in the first quarter. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Back here at the Towns County High School at the Frank McClure Stadium, and the Commerce Tigers lead your Indians 7-0 here. 9 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. And here comes Eric Diaz, a sophomore for the Tigers, kicking off, and Towns County will be back to return this one. First time that we will have possession of the football on offense, and here's the kick by Diaz, and that is a line drive down to the 3-yard line where Gillis will return it. He did a fake throw lateral, and he's going to keep it himself running along the sidelines. Alan Gillis with a nice play for Towns County, and the special teams continues to be successful to the 39-yard line. What a play by Towns County Indians. And that was kind of a trick play, and I bought it. I bought that.
You did, yeah. For Chris, a professional sports announcer. But, and one thing we didn't mention earlier, we were talking about, we have to block right, we have to run extra hard, we have to not have penalties or turnovers. And the other thing is we got to get creative. And certainly the coaches did there on that kickoff return.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome to see. And a great sell as well by the other guy on the other side. And here comes 1st and 10 for Towns County. Bradshaw going to pitch it to the right side. Alan Gillis has running room. Stiff arms one man and runs through another and picks up 4 yards for Towns County. So a nice first play from scrimmage for the Indians, and give that 4 yards to Alan Gillis.
Yeah, good job. That was something they were unable to do 2 weeks ago against Hebron, was get to the outside, and Will did have a nice block out there on the corner, able to pick up, they're actually marking him at about 5 yards, Chris.
Yeah, 5-yard gain there for Alan Gillis, and he's one of those guys that Commerce has to be aware of at all times. You just saw him get a nice kickoff return. The next play, first play from scrimmage, handed off to him. He gets you 5 yards. He's a solid player for Towns County.
Yeah, and he's certainly had some of our more explosive plays this year.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 5 for Trent Bradshaw. Bradshaw takes a snap, tries to lateral it, and it is fumbled on the second play from scrimmage, and the Tigers have recovered. Number 45, Gray Holbrook, recovers the fumble for the Tigers. And Bradshaw, to me, was going to try to lateral that ball back, and before he realized it was not a good decision, the ball was loose. So,
yeah, Commerce came. It was almost like a run blitz, and basically it was the same play to the left side, but they were successful with picking up the 5 yards on the right side. They were just switching sides. The guy came through, and of course Trent, as he got ready to pitch it, the Commerce guy just sort of reached out and knocked the ball loose. Tough break for the Indians.
absolutely. So now here come the Tigers, 1st and 10 from Towns County, 38-yard line. Nate Ray's going to take the snap. They're going to actually throw this ball down the field, wide open, and receiver 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he's in for a touchdown. TJ Trudneck with a touchdown for the Tigers following the fumble by Towns County. 13-0 the score here in Hiawassee, Georgia. 8 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And they have ran the ball down our throats to start off this one, and they decided to throw the ball, and there was nobody to guard the tight end on the play, wide open.
Well, that's what you get with play action. When you're successful in the run, that's going to open up the play action. And I promise you, that guy has never been that wide open. He's not that wide open in practice.
No, TJ Trudneck with a big touchdown, 38-yard touchdown for the Tigers. We'll be right back in 60 seconds on Lake 97.7.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Back here in Towns County, Georgia, here's the kickoff following the 40-yard touchdown, 38-yard touchdown. Alan Gillis with the return. Fakes a handoff. He works the right side this time and gets up near the 16-yard line. And that time they tried to exchange sides of the fields, and they did, and they faked a handoff to Bradley, and Gillis kept it himself and was able to get to the 16-yard line. That's where Towns County will take over. 8 minutes, 36 seconds to go. In the first quarter, we trail 14-0 to the Commerce Tigers.
Well, the first score for Commerce is, they just, optioned it down the field the second time immediately after the turnover. And, that's one of the things you do. Once you get a turnover, you try to go for that big play on that quick turnaround.
1st and 10 for Towns County following the kickoff return. The official blows his whistle.
Looks like we'll get the first flag tonight, and that will be offside on Commerce.
There we go. There we go. You fumbled the ball the last possession. Now you got a chance to get 5 free yards. Take advantage of that, as now it will be 1st and 5 for Towns County. Ball is spotted at their 22-yard line. Towns County's Trent Bradshaw, a senior, playing in his final game at Frank McClure Stadium, will be under center, wearing number 4. Here's the snap. Bradshaw's going to hand it off to Alan Gillis. Alan Gillis fights his way forward. They might give him 3 yards on that. Alan Gillis continues to run the ball well this season. And he was tackled at the line of correction, by a defensive lineman wearing number 67, Connor Kyle. 2nd down, 1 yard to go now for Towns County from the 26-yard line. Towns County just needs 1 yard here on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense has drawn up for the Tigers. Here comes Bradshaw, takes a snap. Handed off to Alan Gillis, who runs directly up the gut, and it looks as if he has enough for a 1st down. So another tackle made there by a defensive lineman. This time it's Jalen Dorsey for the Tigers, and Towns County gets their second first down of the ball game.
No, first.
First down of the ball game, so that's good here early in the first quarter. 7 minutes, 55 seconds to go. We trail 14-0.
And it seems like that the coaches have figured that we're going to hand it to Alan Gillis, and just see what he can do for us.
He's a great player, wears number 9. Here comes Bradshaw. Bradshaw gives it off to the guy who got interviewed earlier this week, Blaine Rogers. He picks up a nice gain, and he is tackled by another linebacker for the Tigers. This time it is
Making the stop.
Tanner Lumpkin, wearing number 64. Gain of 6 for Blaine Rogers. Blaine Rogers, a senior for Towns County as well. A nice carry, gain of 6.
Hey, I know that, that turnover was unfortunate for the Indians, but, hopefully they're figuring out we can move the ball against these guys.
It is looking like that so far, Stuart, and we just got to continue to keep grinding and ground and pound for these extra yards. And Bradshaw's going to keep it himself and get tackled back at the line of scrimmage, swallowed up there by 2 defensive ends.
But Chris, here's the thing. This is one of the things we talked about in the pregame for you folks that are tuning in and don't listen to the pregame. Shame on you. You need to do that because we're bringing you a lot of information. But no, we were talking about fighting for that extra yard. And right there, Trent, he could have lost a yard or 2.
Right.
And you could just see that extra little fight in him just to get back to that line of scrimmage.
And I love that as a broadcaster. You see a guy who fights for every yard to help his team, and I love that. So now we're looking at 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Here comes Bradshaw, shotgun formation. Bradshaw looks right, tries to throw it, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. This time he will be sacked, but there's a late flag. Bradshaw was sacked by number 35 of the Tigers, and this time it's Trevon Wiggins with the sack. And let's see what this penalty call is. Is it a face mask? It is. 15-yard penalty against the Tigers. It was a 3rd down play. Bradshaw had nowhere to go with the football. He looked left and tried to throw the football, and nobody was there.
Well, so actually that's 5 yards, Chris. In high school, they still have the incidental face mask. And so they call that incidental, but we do get to repeat the 3rd down. So that's still a huge break for the Indians. We wish it was the 15 on the 1st down.
You're right, Stuart. Just a 5-yard penalty, but that does help. Here's the snap. Bradshaw going to drop back, looking for a receiver on the left side, and it was batted away by the defender of the Tigers, wearing number 64. Tanner Lumpkin been a good player so far for the Tigers on defense.
Well, Trent was looking for Logan Sosby that time, and he looked to be open right at the 1st down marker, and had the ball not got knocked down, I think had a great chance of the completion, but hats off to Commerce's defensive lineman for getting his big old hand up there and causing some trouble for the Indians, and here we are with our first punt of the night.
6 minutes, 8 seconds to go here, Stuart. We trail by 14 points, and that will call on Trent Bradshaw to punt this ball away. Here comes Bradshaw with a punt. A pretty good punt for Trent Bradshaw. This one bounces at the 37-yard line and will roll down to the Tigers' 35. Might give them the 36-yard line. So that's where Commerce will take over 1st and 10. 5 minutes, 59 seconds to go here. Still in the first quarter. 14-0 the score. Towns County has been able to move the ball on offense. Let's see what the defense can do.
Yeah, the defense tonight has not had much luck against this option, and then of course the play action pass on that last touchdown play. But I've been pleased with what we've seen from the offense so far tonight.
For sure, especially the way that we have struggled the past couple of games. Tonight, it definitely looks like we have a chance to play very well on offense. Here's a snap. Nate Ray fakes a handoff, quarterback keeper, nothing but running room, and gets down to the 44-yard line.
Looks like we've got a flag, and I believe we're going to have a holding here against Commerce.
Let's give the tackle there to 2 seniors for the Indians, number 24 Bradley and number 33 Griffin. And yeah, there is a flag down in the backfield.
Oh, chop block.
Against the Tigers, that's a big deal. So 2 penalties now on Commerce. Towns County has to take advantage of those, and that's going to cost them quite a few yards. It'll be still 1st down for the Tigers, but 1st and long following the penalty.
Yeah, you guys better keep on backing up. Commerce was thinking that's like a 5-yard penalty or something. I don't know. That should be 15. Yeah, they marked off 15 yards. So now we've got 1st and 25. 1st and 25 for the Tigers. And like you say, Chris, the first 2 penalties of the game go against Commerce, but the Indians must take advantage. We must be able to somehow figure out how to keep them from getting a 1st down.
No excuses. 1st down and long from their own 20-yard line. Tigers are backed up against the wall practically. Here's a snap. Ray's going to drop back, try to unload a deep ball. Ray's going to be hit in the backfield for a sack, and he is thrown down. Let's give the sack there to number 11, Tyler Schwanger, with a huge play for Towns County.
Great job by the defense. Now we've got second, backed them up even more. This is a tremendous defensive stand here for the Indians. Helped out, of course, by the penalties from Commerce. But I promise you, one thing you don't want to do to a team that's got nothing to lose is give them an ounce of hope. And Commerce does not want to give these Indians an ounce of hope here in this ball.
Senior night as well, Stuart. Let's not forget that. These guys want to go out and play hard, and Tyler Swanger just showed that with a huge sack. Second down, 30 yards to go for Commerce from their 15. And here comes Nate Ray. He's got two backs, a fullback. Nate Ray takes a snap, hands it off to the left side. Towns County there allows 3 yards, but really, the way they've been running the ball, that's a good stop there for Towns County. That will bring up third down. Gain of 3. Tackle made there.
Number 2, Caleb Mason, senior for Commerce. Not sure what happened. His helmet come off. He has to go out for this next play.
Let's hope that he's one of the key players. This could be a big play in which they would need him. Third down and 26 yards to go for Commerce from the 19-yard line. Towns County needs to toughen up here and need to be aware of the pass. But more than likely they're going to run this ball, but need to be aware of the pass and have a linebacker or safety drop. Here comes Nate Ray, handed off to the left side to his tailback, and he's tackled by number 55, Wesley Calhoun, a senior for the Indians, and a huge stop for Towns County. It will bring up fourth down and long for Commerce.
Fourth down and long, and the Indians force a punt. We get some movement on the offensive side, and again, thanks to the help from the penalty, we've got Commerce in a punting formation, and look who we've got back, Alan Gillis, who's been pretty proficient tonight with kickoff returns and running the ball.
And here's the punt by Nate Ray, the quarterback, and this one goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he shanked it. And I'll be honest with you, Chris, I feel like that the ref gave him a pretty good spot. I don't think the ball crossed the 50. It's hard for us to tell, but I mean, if it's 4 yards out of bounds at the 46,
it goes out before that.
Yeah, it goes out before that. But either way, the Indians are set up with great field position right here. They need to have some confidence, come out here, execute, and put some points on the board and make a ball game out of this against these Commerce Tigers.
Absolutely, Stuart. And now looking exactly where you're sitting, you're at the 50-yard line. I believe you do have one of the best seats in the house to see that ball. They did give him a spot. Towns County will have the ball at their own 48 following the punt. At the same time, I kind of would have liked to see Gillis return that one. But, you know, I do like the field position. 3 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We trail 14-0. Here comes Bradshaw, dropping back to pass. Goes to the left side, and it is intercepted by a Commerce Tiger across the 50, down to the 40. Still running along the sideline. Cuts back inside of the 25. 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and he will score a touchdown, a pick six. There's a flag down at the 41-yard line. A pick six there by number 2 for Commerce, Caleb Mason.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what the flag is, but that's the second ball that has been batted down by Trent. And again, hats off to Commerce for their defensive linemen, you know, being aware of what's going on and getting their hand up there at the last second and tipping that ball. But now we got the flag. The ref has picked the flag up and put it in his pocket, so I'm going to assume it was against Towns and they're declining.
Absolutely, and you know, pick six, that does, you know, hurt you quite a bit. It does hurt the confidence. At the same time, you know, if that would have not have been batted up in the air, Will Travis had a great chance to make that play. And I do like the coverage that they played on Will. Will had the advantage one-on-one, and here comes the extra point by Commerce. It's Diaz. Extra point is up, and plenty of leg. That one is good. 21-0 here. 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Back here at the Frank McClure Stadium in Hiawassee, Georgia, the score 21-0. Commerce leads Towns County. And here's the kickoff following the pick six. And return man for the Indians will make the catch at the 7-yard line. Alan Gillis cuts to the left side of the 25-yard line, scoots in between a couple of guys all the way up to the 30-yard line. Allen Gillis continues to have success, not only on special teams, but running the football as well. Towns County takes over 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line. 3 minutes, 17 seconds here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the first two, they tried some trickery. That time they just put some guys in front of them and said, hey, block the boys in the other colored jersey. And they did a good job, good field position here for the Indians. We're going to have to figure out something, though, if we keep getting that ball batted down when we're trying to throw.
And it seems that's the left side. The defensive end on the left side is batting that ball away. That's twice now. Bradshaw steps out, gives a different play call to his receiver on the right side, and Bradshaw has Allen Gillis in the backfield. Here's a snap. Bradshaw's going to hand it off to his fullback, Rogers, and Rogers gets 3 more yards. Blaine Rogers continues to run the ball well for Towns County, and it seems like each and every game he's getting better and more comfortable playing that fullback position.
He is, and you know, like we mentioned earlier, I mean, this is a tough game against Commerce tonight, but we've got 2 ball games coming up that, you know, if the Indians can play this well in those, you really like our chances of coming out with a W in those, Chris.
I definitely do, especially next week. Here's a snap. Bradshaw going to hand it off to his tailback, Allen Gillis, and Gillis got slammed down to the turf pretty hard there by a guy who plays linebacker, number 7, Tucker Flint, one of those guys I was told to watch out for before the game, and he's a smaller guy in stature for a linebacker, but he plays pretty hard. Nice play there by Tucker Flint. 3rd down now for Towns County, 3rd down and 5 from their 35-yard line.
You know, the one thing that really stands out, if you know, just on the eye test when you're looking out here, their defensive line is significantly bigger than our offensive line. And now Coach Cornett has called a timeout, but they're just quite a bit bigger than us, Chris.
They are a lot bigger than what we've got. Their defensive end here on the right side, he's the smallest guy on their defensive line, and he's still bigger than 4 out of the 5 guys that we have on our offensive line. So they do have a pretty big, stout defensive line, and when you do have tall linemen and they're agile, you know, they can make plays, and that's what they've shown tonight. They got a sack, forced a fumble, batted away 2 passes. One was intercepted for a touchdown just a few moments ago. Towns County, you know, that's your focus right now. I don't feel like, you know, take away that batted down pass, I don't feel like the offense has done anything wrong. You know, but at the same time, that wasn't on his fault.
Well, we've had the 2 turnovers, just the first fumble of the game too. Let's not forget that. So,
yeah.
You know, you're down 3 scores from one of the best teams in the state, but you turned the ball over twice. But again, the one, you know, that tip ball, that happens.
That does happen. And now 3rd down and 5 here for Trent Bradshaw. 2-back set. Bradshaw takes a snap. Looking left, has a wide open receiver, Travis, in and out of the hands, and you really want to make that catch there. That was a 1st down if he would have caught that. Travis was planted there on a curl route near the 41-yard line. If he would have caught that, that would have been a 1st down. A guy was 4 yards off of him, and, you know, in a moment like that, you have to catch that football.
You have to catch it. It hit both hands at the same time. Just went right through. That's unfortunate because here we are punting again here in the first quarter for Commerce, who's had a lot of success on the offense.
Here's the punt by Bradshaw, and he was run into, and that's a flag. That is clearly a flag, and the ball is downed at the 37-yard line. Towns County did a good job of swarming around the ball. But once again, something I've noticed over the past few games, we're not really blocking the rush on the punts. They have a guy coming off the end that's really been able to get in Trent Bradshaw's face the past several games.
So on a punt, you block inside out. So wherever you're at, if the guy to your inside is unblocked, that's your guy. And if he's blocked, then you pick up the next guy. You just sort of move out, and they put more people on one side than what we've got to block. That time, it was very fortunate there for the Indians because we were,
They had to get a substitution out there. That guy's helmet popped off on the punt.
Oh, on the punt. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And he tried to sneak his way back out there on the field, but official caught on to it.
So the Indians do pick up a 1st down via penalty, and that's a good thing. You know, Will missed that pass, but he was open. We've done some good things on offense. We just need something to click, something to work for us here, Chris.
Let's hope that happens here. 1st and 10 from the Towns County 40-yard line. Indians do have the football following the personal foul. Here comes Bradshaw, going to work around the defensive end. Still making a play out of it. Throws it in and out of the hands of his intended target. I believe that's Swanger, wearing number 11. He was planted there at the 50, and it was a low thrown ball. But you could have. I think there was a chance to catch that ball. Well, Bradshaw did a good job though of extending the play. He got away from that defensive end.
He did a great job of extending it, and it was low, but you had to throw the ball like that because I think if you'd have thrown it, chest level, the Commerce player would have had a chance there. But that was not a terrible play, and he actually ended up having Logan Soulsby downfield. He actually had a step on his guy, but Trent was running for his life, so I don't know that he had time to plant his feet and put a nice deep throw down.
Yeah, when you're on the run like that, it's hard to get a precise pass throw. And here comes a snap, and Blaine Rogers gets the handoff, and Rogers stumbles forward after initial contact. Gotta love that from the senior. Wears number 15 in the blue jersey, and a nice play after initial contact. Got 3 additional yards. Solid gain there. 3rd down and 1 for Towns County. A minute 30 remain here in the first quarter. We trail 21-0.
I'm telling you, the Indians, we've got to finish a drive with some points, Chris. Got to.
We do. We're here at the 49-yard line. Need 1 yard to get to midfield on 3rd down. Here is the snap by Trent Bradshaw. He's actually going to step out, make a quick audible, alert his team who to focus on. And here's the snap. Bradshaw gives the handoff to Alan Gillis. Gillis got close to the first ground. His initial forward progress stopped at the 50-yard line. I think he got the first down there.
They did. They gave him forward progress to the 49. Some people would say the 51-yard line. That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it later. But anyway, we're very excited to see what's happening with the offense. Now, we've had the 2 turnovers. No turnovers, no penalties. Just drive the ball down the field. You knock on all the wood you can find. And let's get a touchdown here, boys.
Under a minute to go. Towns County has the ball at Commerce's 49. Here's the snap. Bradshaw gives it off to Gillis, and Gillis swallowed up there immediately. And he did gain a yard on that. Could have been a loss of 2, and Gillis still fought forward for a yard. Nice play there by a Tiger, Jalen Dorsey, a senior linebacker, to bring down Gillis. And Gillis, earlier in the season was utilized to full potential, got the ball a lot. As the season's gone on, he has been injured, gotten the ball less and less. But tonight, they are proving that he's that lead weapon on offense.
Well, we got that week off to give everybody a chance to recover and get some of those little nicks and things healed up.
And he looks healthy. He definitely looks a lot healthier than he did a few weeks ago. Here's Bradshaw with a pitch play to the left side. Alan Gillis lowers his shoulder and goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Gain of 4 there for Alan Gillis. That will bring on 3rd down and 6 for Towns County from the Commerce 45. 6 seconds remain here on the scoreboard in the first quarter. We trail 21-0. Alan Gillis lowered his head there and ran through one guy and was able to get to the 45-yard line of the Tigers, and that's where Towns County will have the ball. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, we had some pretty good blocking there on the outside. A good play there. And but this is a big 3rd down right here for the Indians. And Chris, I don't know, but you'd feel down 21 and the field position that we're in if this is not 4 down territory for the Indians.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely go for it here if we do end up being on 4th down. Here's Trent Bradshaw. Plenty of time. Great job. Bradshaw
good cut.
Gets away from one guy, runs to the outside down to the 30-yard line, and he has enough for a Towns County 1st down. Trent Bradshaw all the way down to the 30-yard line. Let's give some credit there to that offensive line, Stuart. Great job there by all 5 guys. They picked up their block well, and Trent Bradshaw with great vision goes to the left side, takes off with the football, picks up a 1st down. That will do it for the first quarter, 21-0. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Chris Mathis, Stuart Nichols back here with you in the press box at the Frank McCourt Stadium in a 15-yard quarterback scamper by the senior Trent Bradshaw to pick up a 1st down on 3rd down, and Towns County has the ball at the 30-yard line of the Tigers. Here's the snap, and it goes to the fullback. And he is tackled immediately at the line of scrimmage. Did they recover did they fumble the football?
They said that's a fumble. Oh my God.
It looked as if Blaine Rogers did fumble the ball, and I thought that we recovered the ball because we didn't really have any, drive to get over there to recover it. So I thought we had recovered the ball, but the Tigers do take over 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line following the fumble.
Man, that stinks. We had a good drive going.
Great drive.
Some really good things happening for the Indians, and we give the ball back to Commerce.
So now Nate Ray and the Tigers will take over at their 30-yard line. They lead 21-0 here in the second quarter. Here comes the snap. Nate Ray going to keep it himself. Ray just runs forward and is wrestled down pretty hard there by Blaine Rogers and the Indian defense, and he has enough for a first down. They give him 10 yards, which is what you need to pick up the first down. So now, looking at another first down from the Tiger 40-yard line. They need to get to the 50 here, Stuart.
Yeah, no, but the last couple of times, the Indians have done some really nice things on defense, and of course that wasn't necessarily the best start right there. But what we got to do is be able to get some of that fire back that we had a few minutes ago, getting the sack, tackle for loss, that kind of stuff.
For sure. Now the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the snap. Nate Ray going to pitch it off to his tailback to the left side. And he's going to cut across midfield all the way down to the Towns County 45-yard line. What a play there by the running back for the Tigers. And they have 5 different running backs that have touched the ball tonight. This time it's Michael Sherman with a big first down. Gain of 15.
The Indians again did a nice job of forcing the pitch, but we didn't have anybody outside. Will Travis again right there. Again, give Commerce credit. Did a nice job blocking him, but we didn't have the flow from the inside linebacker out to make that tackle until he was able to pick up a big gain.
11 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. The Tigers lead Towns County. Thank you guys for tuning in to 97.7 WJUL. Here's a snap. Ray with a pitch to the right side. This time it's going to be Wood with the carry. Wood all the way down to the 35-yard line. He stayed up on his feet and got quite an extra chunk of yards there, all the way down to the 26-yard line of Towns County. There was a late flag that came in.
You would think that'd be an area of holding.
They did have a guy leading the way there for Wood, and his helmet actually popped off. I'm not sure if they're going
to call a face mask. Wow, okay.
Face mask against Towns County, so give them the first down, give them additional yardage. And that's where the Tigers are really starting to move the ball down Towns County's side of things, and they're starting to run the ball better and better with each drive, and it's becoming noticeable. And this time they get additional yardage thanks to the face mask. So now 1st down and 10 from the Tigers' 13-yard line. Correction, from the Indians' 13-yard line. Tigers have the ball 1st and 10.
And they left the flag on the field. One of the coaches for Commerce picked up the flag.
That's some collusion going on there. Here comes the snap. Nate Ray is going to fake the pitch, give it off to his fullback. No, he's going to throw it off into the end zone. And luckily it was overthrown to the left side. Nate Ray, with his 3rd pass attempt of the ball game, tries to take a shot in the end zone. This time, great coverage by Alan Gillis and Will Travis, and the ball was thrown a little too far ahead of his intended target. So 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, so I did a fake pitch, fake inside handoff, roll to the left, and then overthrew the receiver who was double covered. I don't know that that's why the coaches drew that up, but that's what happened.
I don't think so. They're going to take a timeout on the field. So will we up here in the press box. We'll be right back with Towns County football in 60 seconds.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Back here at Towns County High School, and the Tigers will hand the football off to the tailback, DeJuan Wood, who's had success, had a 20-yard touchdown run earlier in this ball game. This time he picks up 6 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers from the Towns County 7-yard line. Tigers just need to get 7 yards here for the score. They need 4 yards for the first down. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 21-0 the score, and here comes Nate Ray and his Commerce Tiger offense.
The Indians would love to figure out somebody to force a field goal try here.
Here comes Nate Ray, a fullback, 2 backs behind the fullback. Here's the snap. Handed off to Wood. Wood's going to make one guy miss. Continue to chug those legs all the way down to the 1-yard line. He has enough for a first down. He is shy of the end zone.
Well, Tyler Swanger had a shot in the backfield. But again, just good hard running there from the Commerce running back. But he did have a shot at him, and unfortunately he was unable to bring him down. And here we are, 1st and goal from the 1. And you'd think with a team like Commerce and their running prowess that they'd be able to punch this in.
Here comes Nate Ray. Let's see what he will do. He is able to run the football pretty well. We've seen that tonight so far. Here's a snap. Nate Ray going to hand it off to his fullback, and he's in for a touchdown. 27-0 here for the touchdown score. The Tigers lead Towns County. And just a play that goes right up the gut to Sam Roach, who finds his way in for a 1-yard touchdown score. 9 minutes, 19 seconds remain. And the Tigers will come out and attempt this extra point try. Eric Diaz, number 69, a sophomore, will be kicking this extra point. And we await the snap. Quarterback Nate Ray will hold the snap. Here it is. Kick is up, and it is good. 28-0 here the score. Commerce leads Towns County. And we're going to stick with this one, not take a break. We're going to stick with this one. And Towns County had some things going for them on offense. Seems like momentum for Towns County has been either defense or offense. It's not, equal. One drive, it's the offense is playing great. Next drive, the offense is playing bad. One drive, defense is playing superb. And then the next drive, the defense is unable to make a play. And that time, that's what happened. Great drive there by Commerce. Just ran the football really. They took one shot down the field. It was overthrown pass into the end zone. And now Commerce is starting to run the ball more and more as this game's going along, Stuart.
Well, that's what's going to happen with great running teams. They're just going to wear out that defensive line for the Indians, and they're just going to keep pounding and pounding. Really, it's a formula used throughout football. But like you said, we've seen some good things. Certainly, this is the best that the Indians' offense, and I was saying that not having put up any points tonight, but this is the best they've looked probably since the Hayesville game.
I would agree. I would agree with you on that. Most definitely. And I think that the offense has played very well here in the first half. We do trail 28-0. Here's the kick by Diaz, the kickoff. Allen Gillis back to return. Ball bounces at the 10-yard line, goes out of bounds, so that will be a flag there. Towns County will have a good field position to start off this drive on offense. It really comes down to, in my opinion, can we win in the trenches? Can we win our battle on the offensive line and give Bradshaw time to get rid of the football or take off, like we saw in that last possession when he got a 15-yard run on 3rd down, which was incredible.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that Trent's got to do, like you say. We've had a couple balls batted down. If you don't have that clear window to a wide open receiver, and of course, again, he had Trent had Will earlier, and Will just missed the pass, and so here we go. What do you do with it? I say Trent's a good enough athlete. He's an excellent athlete. Take off with him,
For sure, and we did see that. He had a 15-yard run on 3rd down. Here comes Trent Bradshaw in Towns County, 1st and 10 from their 35. And before the snap, we have a jump on the defensive line. Clearly a penalty on Commerce. And he knew it, too. He sat there and was like, all right, ref, you can get my number, chart that down, do whatever you got to do. And he came off the field. Coach did not like that discipline there, and he's going to get a little talk from his head coach.
Well, what's interesting right there? He actually brought a defensive lineman off and brought in another defensive back. So this is actually probably the smallest defensive line we've seen on the field for Commerce in this ballgame.
Absolutely. Towns County 1st and 5 from their 40-yard line. Trent Bradshaw, and the offense has had success so far tonight. Here's a snap. Bradshaw keeps it himself. Bradshaw got plenty of room for the first down. A gain of 7 for Trent Bradshaw. And Towns County with another first down running the football with the quarterback. The senior wears number 4 with nice vision to pick up the first down and was tackled there at the 47-yard line. Towns County 1st and 10 from their 47, 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half.
Commerce brought back in one of their big boys. Looks like the nose guard. And we've got to just take advantage of this. That time the offensive line for the Indians made a nice, and I mean a nice push against that defensive line. Of course, like I say, one of the big guys wasn't in there, but still a good job by the offense.
1st and 10 now for Bradshaw. Bradshaw going to pitch it over to Allen Gillis on the left side, and Gillis is tackled at the 45-yard line, loss of 2. And it was scary to start off that play. It was one of those miscommunications between the quarterback and the fullback, and I thought it was going to be fumbled with the way things have been going on those exchanges. But luckily, Bradshaw able to pull it back in time and pitch it off to Allen Gillis, who they will say got back to the line of scrimmage. No, they will mark it. Chain gang a little slow over there. A loss of 1 for Towns County. On the pitch play to Allen Gillis, ball is spotted at the Towns County 45. 2nd down and 12, 8 minutes to go here in the first half.
You got to keep that momentum going here, Indians.
Let's see what Towns County will draw up here. Here comes Bradshaw with a snap. Going to roll right, dump it off to the right side, Allen Gillis. Allen Gillis going to be dragged down from behind at the 48-yard line. And somebody's a little slow to get up for the Tigers.
Well, the Tigers, the guy made the tackle, and then he also tackled the ref out of bounds. The ref went face first into the ground, but good pick up there by Gillis for they're going to give him 3 yards.
Yeah, nice effort there by Allen Gillis, and that's something you count on this guy to bring to the table every night for your Indians. John Cornett, head coach, went over to the official to see, maybe that was horse collar. It was not horse collar, but, he wants to fight his case and help his team in any way he can. 3rd down and 9 for Towns County, 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first half.
Need this first down.
We've had pretty good success so far tonight on 3rd down, I would say. Here's a snap. Bradshaw looking left, unloads the deep ball down the field to Will Travis. And great coverage there by the defensive back, TJ Trudnak. Great coverage on Will Travis, and that ball was thrown a little to the left side of Travis, and he had to kind of switch his body position to the opposite side.
Yeah, Travis was looking back to the inside. The ball went to basically he was looking over his right shoulder. The ball went over his left shoulder. He adjusted, but even with that, I'm not sure that would have been a tough catch because that was close to being thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, it was along the sidelines. He would have had to outman that defensive back and make an insane haul to bring in the ball. Here's a snap to Bradshaw, who will punt this one away on 4th down and 9. Wood will be back to return the punt. He's going to let this one roll, keep rolling all the way down to the 12-yard line. A great punt, great roll for Towns County. This one will, set up Commerce from their own 12-yard line with 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. And defense has been hot and cold. If they come out here hot, we stop them here on this possession. They're in a bad spot. They'll have to punt that one from deep in their own territory.
Well, like you say, hot and cold. We're looking for some hotness out of the defense right now. We really need to put a stop right here on Commerce. With just a bump over 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. We really need to stop, not only keep them from scoring, but give us the ball back with some time. Hopefully put up some points ourselves because the offense has moved the ball relatively well tonight.
Here comes Nate Ray in this offense. Ray's going to fake the handoff to the fullback. I saw it this time. Pitch to the left side, and he's going to be swallowed up there. He did get a yard or two, but a nice tackle there. I believe that was Garrett Oakes as well as Sparks making the tackle for Towns County.
Yeah, and our man Calhoun, Wesley Calhoun, was actually one that sort of blew that up. So, and that's the thing. It's a team effort. You have that flow on that pitch from the inside linebacker spot. Now, what you've got to be careful is they're going to fake that and throw, or they're going to, since the middle linebackers are flowing well to the outside, the easy fix for that is you hand it off up the middle.
Yeah, you're right.
You fake that pitch. So, the Eagles just need to be smart. We do have a timeout now by Commerce. They want to make sure that they get a first down. So, timeout by the Tigers.
They might be considering what the play call is here. They might be tuning in to 97.7. Heard your analysis on what to do if the linebackers are going to the outside. That's hand the ball off up the gut.
Well, if the Tigers were to be listening to the broadcast, and they do have coaches just down the way from us here, I would say the quarterback just needs to kneel the ball down.
Okay, let's see what they. Looking over there, I don't see the coach. No, they're not going to do that. They need to they want to put the pedal to the floor here and score some more touchdowns. 28-0, I'm not sure if they can do that. Towns County's played well here and there on defense.
Here and there, and that's the key word right there. But when they've played well, they've looked really good, Chris. I'm saying the defense last 2 weeks ago, I keep saying last ball game, the defense played well. We just had no offense. And tonight we've got a little bit of offense. Not been able to put any points up yet, but we've got some first downs and moving the ball relatively well. And so if we can, and I think you said it earlier, if we can get the offense to come in after a good defensive stand and play well, that's going to put some points on the board.
Absolutely, and that's what we're searching for here. Get some points up on the board, but we are playing defense. Here comes Nate Ray, the quarterback. Got plenty of room, splits 2 defenders, and Alan Gillis there tries to strip the ball away, but not before he picked up a first down. Nice quarterback scamper there by Nate Ray to pick up a Commerce Tiger first down, and they will spot the ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Well, Chris, I'm not really sure who it was, but we had another Indian miss a tackle in the backfield right at the line of scrimmage. Certainly he wouldn't have had more than 1 or 2 yards if he fell forward. But missed tackles, you can't do that. You got to, when you get your hands on these guys, you better bring them down right then.
A team like this is going to make you pay for that.
Oh,
They've got
absolutely.
5 different running backs that can run the ball well, that score touchdowns, and when the guy comes in to do that 2 or 3 plays on the drive, he's going to keep fighting forward if you miss a tackle, just like any running back would. So you must make tackles. That's a key part. Here's the snap. Nate Ray pitch it off to the left side. Great pitch, and he's going to be nailed over there on the far sideline. Who was that? That was
Oh my!
Stewart.
Wesley Calhoun with the first nomination for the Hiwassee Hardware Hard Hit of the Night. Wow, great job, Wesley. That was a lick.
That was a lick, and the running back literally fell down to the floor, and you thought that maybe Calhoun was going to do the same thing, and he just, looked over and like, man, I just lit you up. And he told me in practice, I asked him about it if he realizes how hard he hits, and he said, no, I just go out there and play football. So that's a spark. I mean, when you see your teammate make a huge hit like that and lay a guy down and he'll fill this play, it's a big deal. Here comes Nate Ray dropping back, throws it across the middle of the field. It's bobbled and caught. Breaks through a shoestring tackle down to the 5-yard line, and he's in for a touchdown. Let's give this one to number 6, Wood, who makes a big touchdown score, 65-yard touchdown pass, and he bobbled it.
That was tremendous concentration on his part. That ball just almost overthrown, and but he had Alan Gillis beat deep. He literally had a step on him, and Gillis was not far behind him, but man, that's tough. And here we have Commerce again with the long pass. The defense does well for a couple plays, and then you give up the big play.
Yeah, it was just, a perfect opportunity, perfect time to do that after you run the ball 5 times in a row. You do a pass play and you score a touchdown. Now here's the extra point by Diaz, and it is good. 35-0 the score here, 5 minutes, 23 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Here come the Tigers special teams, the kickoff team. Eric Diaz will be kicking off following the 65-yard touchdown pass to the receiver who made a great catch after the bobble that went for a touchdown. Here's the kickoff. Following the touchdown, this time it's going to be returned by Will Travis, and Travis didn't like what he saw on the return, so decides to go out of bounds to end that play, and Towns County will have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He returned the ball along the sidelines, had nowhere to go with it. He was going to get, hit pretty hard there, so he wanted to get out of bounds and secure the ball for this offense and have it 1st and 10 from their 24.
Well, I'm not so sure that ball wouldn't have trickled out of bounds and give us the ball at the 35. I don't know. It's hard for us to tell. It's on the far side of the field, but here we go again. The Indians have the ball. We've had some success tonight, picking up a few first downs, but unable to put any points on the board. And certainly would love to do that here right before halftime, just a bump over 5 minutes to go.
Just a bump, and I'd like to see just a bump of execution here by the Towns County offense. They've had some great plays here and there. They need to just put in one great, efficient drive and make things work. Here's the snap. Bradshaw fakes a handoff to the fullback, keeps it himself, and fights forward for 2 yards. Bradshaw just showing that he wants to win this ball game, fight for his team. And nice play by the defensive end wearing number 30, Jalen Dorsey. He's had quite a few tackles tonight for the Tigers, and that defensive line is very stout. Like you said, clearly bigger than our offensive line is.
Yeah, so that last drive, they definitely brought in some smaller guys, but now they've got some of the big boys back in there. I don't know, maybe they was just giving them a break there in the second quarter.
Yeah, 5 down defensive linemen for the Tigers. Here's a snap. Bradshaw fakes it to the fullback and gives it off to the tailback, who fights forward up to the 29-yard line, so a gain of 4. They'll give him 4 yards. And Towns County will have it 3rd down and about 5 from their 29-yard line. 4 minutes, 22 seconds remain here in the first half. The score, 35-0. The score really doesn't show how well we've played at certain times. I mean, when you think 35-0, you think it's just nothing going well at all for Towns County, which hasn't been the case. I'd say 3 drives on offense, we moved the ball well. 2-3 drives on defense, we had some big stops. And it's just, the 35-0 does not show that at all. Here comes Bradshaw, takes a snap, drop backs, pump fakes once. Ball is batted up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Bradshaw tried to pump fake it. It almost slipped out of his hand, pulled it back just in time, and then tried to unload a ball. And it was,
I think it hit a player in the helmet, went straight up in the air, and thankfully fell back down to the ground without an interception. But here we are forced to punt again, and Commerce should be in really good field position with 3:50 left to go in the half. Plenty of time for them to move the ball down the field and put some more points on the board.
yeah, the Tigers are looking pretty well on offense now. It seems like they've gotten better and better with each drive, and Towns County's defense not able to stop it. They're on fire on offense. Here's the punt by Towns County's Trent Bradshaw. It's another great punt. Bounces at the 41-yard line, rolls all the way down to the 25-yard line, and that's where Commerce will take over 1st and 10 from their 25. Towns County defense, that's another, it's a decent start to their possession, but it's not anything great. It's not 40-yard line. If your defense can stop them here, they'll have to punt the ball, and the punt man will be back, within his 15-yard line. So a huge stop here could really help Towns County, and we'd get great field possession if we do get a stop here following the punt. 1st down and 10 now for Commerce. Let's not get ahead of ourselves with 3 minutes, 39 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, this is I guess this is the 7th drive for Commerce. They've punted once and scored 5 touchdowns. So
that would be right. 1st and 10 now for Commerce from their 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Nate Ray drops back, looking for a pass down the field. Garrett Oakes with the coverage. Garrett Oakes with great coverage on the receiver. The receiver wanted a flag, but Garrett Oakes, one of the quickest guys out there on the field, all over that wide receiver, TJ Trudneck, and ball was thrown a little high for the receiver, but at the same time, with that height difference, between him and Garrett Oakes, it was definitely a ball in which the receiver might have been able to make the play.
Yeah, like you say, Garrett did a nice job of recovering from that. Initially, I thought he was going to be beat, but he turned on the monitors and caught back up with the receiver. And good job there by Garrett. And now we've got a 2nd and long here for these Tigers.
Yes, we do. They'll have the ball at their own 25 following the incomplete pass. Here's a snap. Nate Ray going to pitch it to the left side. Garrett Oakes read that one pretty well, and Garrett Oakes will be there to assist the tackle out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Another carry there for the running back, Caleb Mason. It's close to a 1st down. Might be just shy.
I think they're going to give it to him.
And the official over there does mark a 1st down. Nice pitch play there by the Tigers to pick up the 1st down. And Garrett Oakes did see the pitch and really wanted to cover that one pretty well, but the receiver did a great job blocking down the field for the running back.
Another thing is too is he's able to get out of bounds, saving some clock here for these Tigers. Again, they're looking to put up some more points against these Indians before halftime.
3 minutes, 27 seconds to go. Here comes Nate Ray. Nate Ray rolling right, passes to a guy out in the flats. This time it's Roach. Roach makes a catch, breaks through a tackle, still going down to the 25-yard line. Wrestled down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Roach. Made a great catch and run there for the tailback who caught the ball out in the flats. And they are all the way down to the Towns County 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Big play, had a few more missed tackles again by the Indians, and you know, you could just sort of sense they're tired right now. This defense is tired.
They are. You know, they're really wearing them out. They're throwing the football, running the football, not only up the gut but to the outside. You're having all your players run one side of the field. You're wearing these guys down, and it's showing. And we don't have much depth out there to get some fresh legs in for Towns County. 1st and 10 now for Commerce. Following the big play, and Nate Ray's going to throw it again. This time to the left side, it's batted up in the air by the receiver, and Garrett Oakes was there on the coverage. Incomplete pass intended to Trutnick. Falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
I wish that Garrett could have picked that off and had a pick 6 of our own. We'll take points any way we can get them at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And the receiver did fall down. I would bet money that Garrett, if he would have been there to make the interception, he would have scored a touchdown. So now 2nd and 10 following the incomplete pass. Tigers have the ball at Towns County's 23-yard line. 2 minutes, 52 seconds remain here in the first half. We trail 35-0. And here comes Nate Ray in this Tiger offense. Here's a snap. Nate Ray going to hand it off to the fullback. Fullback's got plenty of running room to the left side, down to the 15-yard line, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, and he's in for a touchdown. A nice pitch play to Caleb Mason for a touchdown that goes 20 yards for the score. 41-0 here, the score. The Tigers lead the Indians, and we await the PAT by Eric Diaz, wearing number 69. Another sold fake there. Tried to fake a handoff to the up back and then pitch it to the left side for a big touchdown that goes 20 yards. And now the Tigers will attempt the extra point. Diaz, perfect on the night. Here's a snap. The extra point is up. And it is good. 42-0 the score here. 2 minutes, 43 seconds remain. We'll be right back in 60 seconds on Lake 97.7.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Chris Mathis, Stuart Nichols back here with you at the Frank McCourt Stadium in Hiawassee, Georgia, following a 20-yard touchdown run by the halfback on the pitch. Here comes the kickoff over here to Garrett Oakes, who makes the catch at the 5-yard line. Garrett Oakes works to the right side. Oakes cuts back inside to the 20-yard line and is chased out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So Garrett Oakes with a pretty good return for Towns County. 1st and 10 from their own 23 is where we will take over with the football with 2 minutes, 36 seconds here in the second quarter.
2 minutes and 36 seconds left for the Indians to finally put together what we've seen bits and pieces of. But if it's like a puzzle, we've got to figure out that final piece, and that's called the end zone, Chris.
That is the end zone. That's the end zone, and we need to find that piece. I think it might have, fallen on the bench or something, and we might have just picked it up and handed it off to Trent Bradshaw. As now Bradshaw will have the ball at his own 23. Takes a snap. Bradshaw hands it off to his halfback. And Towns County able to gain 2 yards.
25, I believe.
2 right up the middle. No, one thing that Coach does not want to have happen is a turnover here deep into your own territory, or anything that's going to stop the ball. We want to keep the ball in bounds unless we can get a big run. If we can flip field position right here, then you might want to get out of bounds. But otherwise, you want to keep that clock running because you do not want to give Commerce the ball back with any more time, because I promise you they want to score again.
For sure. Here comes Trent Bradshaw in the I formation. One receiver out far side, one receiver out near side. a tight end, fullback, and a halfback. Here's a snap. Bradshaw fakes the handoff to the fullback, and he tries to keep it himself. He does. He extends his arm out to get a yard on the quarterback keeper, but that's not going to be enough at all for the first down, as we're looking at 3rd down and about 7 for Towns County.
3rd and 7. We got a minute 35 left. They have to snap it with. If they take it all the way down, it'll be under 1 minute, unless Commerce calls a timeout, which they may. But
let's hope not.
Let's hope not. We'd still have to kick it to them with about. I don't know, 30 seconds, 20 seconds left.
Yeah, you want to milk this clock down as much as possible while you're still trying to pick up the first down, if you can get it. 3rd down and 7 now for the Indians. Bradshaw did not like what he sees there by the linebackers. They showed blitz before the snap, and they continue to do so. Here's the snap. Bradshaw fakes the handoff, going to keep it himself, stumble his way forward up to the 29-yard line.
Quarterback keeper coming up to the 34.
Was met there initially by the defensive end on the right side, and spun off the tackle, and his forward progress was stopped because he stumbled forward and fell down. And now the clock will mark its way down to the 42-second mark here in the first half, and 4th down and 5, might even be 6 for Towns County from their own 23-yard line, 28-yard line.
I think Coach he's standing there with the ref. They're going to take it down to right before they call a delay of game on us. He'll call a timeout. And then we'll punt with just a couple of seconds left.
And you're right, there's the timeout taken by John Cornett right before the play clock expired. 18 seconds remaining in the first half, and we trail 42-0. You know, it's been one of those games in which the scoreboard doesn't really show how the game has been played. If you're watching this game, you might think 28-7, the way this game's been played. I think that's a pretty realistic thing if we would have pieced together a scoring drive, but 42-0 speaks other ways, and it showed tonight so far in the first half that as the game's gone on, Commerce is starting to really execute and not have the bad plays, and they're starting to pick up crucial 3rd downs, which early in the first quarter, throughout the first quarter, they were not picking up 3rd downs. They actually had to punt the ball a time or two, and Towns County's defense has shown some light, shown some great plays, and the offense has as well, but then it seems like when we absolutely need a stop, some way, somehow, Commerce is able to make things work, make ends meet, and now it'll bring up 4th down for Towns County. Trent Bradshaw will stand back at his own 15 as he will be punting this one away to the Tigers, who have their return man standing at their own 45-yard line. 18 seconds remain here for Bradshaw. Here's a snap. Bradshaw, plenty of time, takes his time with a punt. Another great punt by Trent Bradshaw. Bounces at the 40, rolls down to the 35, and it will stay there. 9 seconds remain here in the first half. You could take a shot down the field if you are Commerce. I mean, you're definitely capable of doing so. At the same time, some coaches might run this clock out, be happy with the 42-0 lead here at halftime, but I'm not getting that feeling from this team. I think they're going to try to at least make a play here with 9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know really. It's just according to what he's wanting to see out of his team. Certainly they have proven they can move the ball against us. They've thrown for 2 big touchdown passes, had the pick 6 for another score, and then some big run plays as well. So they are lining up, though. They're not in a safety formation, so we need to be paying attention. And they will take a knee.
Yeah, they do take a knee there, and that will do it for the first half. The clock ticks down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The score 42-0 here at the Franklin Moore Stadium in Hiawassee, Georgia.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
last season, made the playoffs for the first time in school history, and these guys got to be a part of that. And I'm sure when they look back on their career as a Towns County Indian, that's what they will remember most. Here's the second half kickoff to start off things in the third quarter. Kickoff there by the Tigers, returned by Alan Gillis. Gillis works the right side, got a nice couple of blocks there, running along the sideline down to the 39-yard line. Alan Gillis with another kickoff return to the 39, and that's where Towns County will start. Not sure if you remember, but on our first possession, we had a kickoff return by Alan Gillis on the opposite side of the field that went to the 39-yard line. And we'd had a couple good plays, but we did fumble on that possession. Let's hope that's not the case here on this drive. 1st and 10 for Towns County. Looks like they got the chain gang spotting the ball at the 40-yard line. And the clock will continuously run due to the fact that it's a 42-0 ball game here as the Tigers of Commerce lead Towns County. And speaking of Commerce, they jump off sides. A penalty that we can definitely take advantage of. That will be a 5-yard penalty on the Tigers.
That's the third or fourth. I know it's the third. There may be the fourth time tonight that Trent's done a good job with that cadence to get them drawn off sides. And so the Indians now have a 1st and 5, and you know, if we get first down, we're at midfield right here to start this third quarter.
Absolutely, 1st and 5 now from their own 45-yard line. What can Trent Bradshaw, a senior, do here on this drive? Here's a snap. Bradshaw looks left, pitches left to Bradley. Bradley's got running room across midfield, and he's got a first down for Towns County. Big play there by Nick Bradley, who's also a senior. Wears number 24, gets across the 50-yard line, down to the 46. 1st and 10 now for Towns County from the Commerce 46-yard line. Nice play there. Bradshaw was blitzed pretty hard and was able to get that pitch out just in time, and Bradley picked up a nice gain of 14 yards.
Good running there by the senior, Nick Bradley. And the Indians are marching down the field, looking good. We knew there'd be no quitting these guys.
1st and 10 now for Trent Bradshaw and the Indians. Here comes Bradshaw. Pitch play to the opposite side. Nick Bradley once again. Nick Bradley chugs those legs right along down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 3 for Bradley, and he continues. Seems like as the game gets on or goes along, they give him the ball more and more in the second half, and he's one of the guys that has shown up in the second half and been one of those guys that continues to fight for his team. Nice gain there by Nick Bradley.
I'm looking for a big play hit right here. I mean, whether it's from Alan Gillis or Trent or something. I think the Indians are primed to score some points right here, Chris.
9 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Here comes a handoff to Alan Gillis. Alan Gillis with a step back move and tries to cut along the edge, and he does some way, somehow find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Could have been a pretty big loss there. He cut back a little early on the handoff to the left side, trying to extend that play. And Gillis with the carry down to the 43.
I'm not sure how he got back to the line of scrimmage on that because he couldn't quite get the corner.
I'm not sure how he did either, but they do mark him there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe give him half a yard loss. And 3rd down now for Towns County. 8 minutes, 55 seconds to go. As Stewart would say, just a bump over 8 minutes, 40 seconds. Just a bump over. Let's see if we can move our way into the end zone for the first time tonight here on this drive. 3rd down and 7.
You know what happens if I do that? I'm going to bump the scoreboard.
Okay, we are bumping up here. We're definitely trying to get everybody going here, feeling alive. Here's the snap. Bradshaw, shotgun formation, steps at the 40-yard line, tries to throw a bullet pass, and I'm not sure what happened there. A pass that was thrown in the dirt, and there was somebody there with pressure off the defensive line, but I'm not sure if he even slapped his hand. I think it was just a pass that was thrown low.
Yeah, I'm not sure. A couple of times tonight, and the Indians are going for it here on 4th and a long 6, probably a 7, 4th and 7. And yeah, that ball, I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or what, but and now they're going to have to really hurry if we're going to get a play call. Trent walked all the way over to the sideline to get the play, and they're not going to have any time.
Yeah, we've had some trouble with that in the past, getting back to the line of scrimmage, snapping the ball in time, and the official has his whistle in his mouth, getting ready for that situation. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Towns County needs to get the snap off here before the play clock goes off. Bradshaw does so, drops back, plenty of time. Bradshaw unloads a deep pass down the field, and it is intercepted by a defensive back of the Tigers, running room along the sideline, and is chased out of bounds there by a Towns County Indian Shane Sparks, a junior, making the tackle. A flag down on the interception return at the 40-yard line. And at that point, 4th down, Bradshaw was blitzed pretty hard there off the blind side. You have to take a shot, throw it to double coverage, and the safety played a good job there, had a nice jump on the ball.
Yeah, the safety did what he was supposed to do. He was the deepest man on the field. Basically, at that point, to use a baseball analogy here, he was just sort of playing center field, see where the ball went, and just flow to that. Certainly, we wanted the 1st down, but in that position, the interception itself, had they been able to make a tackle down there, wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. But and they are going to back them up. We got a block in the back, so that's going to back them up to about the 30-yard line. But you throw a deep ball that's picked. If you tackle the guy or you punt, it should work out about the same.
Yeah, it should. And with that holding call there, or blocking the back call there on the Tigers, it will set them up 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. They will move right to left on your radio dial. Wearing the white tops and the gold pants with some black accent to them. Here's a snap now. Ray's going to hand it off to his running back, who chugs those legs along forward for a gain of 3, right into the heart of that Indian defense. And there to make the tackle was Jake Parker, number 78, a senior, and Wesley Calhoun, number 55, a guy who continues to make plays for this Indian football team. And it seems like in the first game or so, he had a couple plays. In second game, more plays. Third game, even more plays. And he just continues to make more crucial plays for this Indian team on both sides of the ball, whether it be offense, defense, and even special teams. 2nd down now here for Ray. Ray's going to hand it off up the gut. Running back bounces off 3 Towns County linemen and continues to just chug those legs down across midfield, down to the 47-yard line. And Wesley Calhoun a little slow to get up. Not sure if he was upset about a missed tackle or if he's actually a little shaken up, but he will come off the field onto the sideline.
Yeah, I hope he's okay, because we're just bragging on him, and there he ends up going down. But I think he's all right. But again, missed tackles there by the Indians. We had 2 or 3 guys that had a shot on him to hold him for little or no gain, and just missed the tackle.
1st and 10 now for Commerce from the Towns County 47-yard line. Ray will fake the handoff to the fullback, pitch it to the running back on the right side, and Alan Gillis shoves him out of bounds after a gain of 6 by the tailback. This time it's a different tailback, Gavin Dawley, wearing number 28. He's a sophomore for Commerce. Gets his first carry of the ball game. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4, following that pitch play to the right side.
Well, in Commerce, they're working in some of their second-string guys out here, and they're moving the ball pretty well against this Indians defense at this point.
5 minutes, 21 seconds to go here. That's a concern, Stuart. Here in the 3rd quarter, clock is continuously running down. Here's the handoff to the fullback. Spins his way off of a tackle, and he has a Tiger 1st down. David King, with his first carry of the ball game, picks up a 1st down now for the Tigers. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Indian 36-yard line following the 1st down carry. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. The score, 42-0. Towns County has shown some great things on both sides of the ball, but we can't piece a good drive on defense and a good drive on offense together. And that's definitely been the difference in this ball game, aside from the fumble. 1st and 10 now for Commerce. They take the snap, hand it off to the fullback, who runs right through a defensive lineman and finally got tripped up there at the end by a linebacker from the Towns County Indians. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down, 3 yards to go after the carry from Commerce.
Well, again, Chris, same deal. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, unable to bring him down. Missed tackles. We've had more than a few here tonight, as well as the defense has played at times. We've also just missed some.
Yeah, we have. We need to make more tackles in the backfield when we make initial contact. Here's the pitch play to the left side. They sold the fake to the handoff to the fullback really well, and they pitch it to the halfback, and he got plenty for the 1st down. Runs his way out of bounds at the Towns County 19-yard line, and it's another running back out here, Gray Holbrook. So that's 7 different running backs who have touched the ball tonight for the Tigers, and it seems like they just have a plethora of running backs. They got a depth chart at the running back position that's bigger than the entire depth chart of the Towns County Indian football team. You know, guys that can come in and get fresh legs.
Yeah,
1st and 10.
They're a lot bigger team than we are, a bigger school.
For sure. Commerce Tigers hand the ball off to the fullback. Breaks through the initial contact and is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. Correction, 13-yard line. Another nice carry there by a different running back, Trey Gartno with the carry. Gain of 7. And they will be knocking at the Towns County 12-yard line inside the Indian red zone. And Commerce has been pretty successful tonight inside the red zone. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We trail 42-0. And we await the snap. They have kept the quarterback in throughout this ball game, even though a couple of other guys have decided to come in and play a role. And this time Ray's going to keep it himself and try to work that right side of the defensive line of Towns County. And he gets maybe a yard on the quarterback scamper. And this time
they're going to call it enough for the first down.
So first down now there by Ray.
The 1st and goal from the 9.
And I do notice we got sophomore Reese Hampton. He's taking off his shoulder pads over here on the bench. He was in on that last drive. Now he didn't, you know, he wasn't down on the field at all, but he did come off the field, and I guess it's something I don't know they're going to have the trainers take a look at. Hope he's okay.
And I think they did make a quarterback change now. Number 14, Worley, playing quarterback now for the Tigers. Here's the handoff to the fullback. And he fights after the initial contact, gets 2 yards. 3 or 4 Towns County defenders were there to make the tackle. Andrew Griffin, Alan Gillis, Trent Bradshaw brought down the running back of the Tigers.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, that King, that fullback, which he's going at right now, but wow, he's running hard.
He is. He's just a sophomore, which says a lot about, you know, this team and how well they are, you know, at different positions. And David King, a guy who next year will definitely get quite a bit of playing time. Right now he's playing second team. Here comes the snap. Handoff goes to the fullback. And he pushes forward for a gain of 5 all the way down to the Towns County 2-yard line. And that was Elijah Burns with the carry. First time we've called his name.
Yeah, another sophomore here for these Tigers. And like you say, I mean, you can tell with the size and talent that they have, that, you know, they're not going to drop off next year.
No, these guys, they come in and they're playing great here. This is the second team guys. They kept the quarterback in there pretty late, but on this drive they did switch him out. Now they've got number 14, Worley, playing quarterback for the Tigers. They'll have it 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Here's a snap. Worley's going to hand it off to the fullback. Fights close. The ball is fumbled on the play, and it's recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. Ball was fumbled by the fullback and recovered by a guy who is well aware of the play. And let's give a touchdown score to number 72, Bo Childers, for the Tigers. Just great awareness there. His knee was not down. Elbow was not down. Ball popped loose. And Towns County, I'm not sure if they were unaware of where that ball was. They were really focused on the middle. The ball went to the left side of the offensive line and just rolled there. And Bo picked it up and scored a touchdown for Commerce.
Yeah, I mean, when it's going your way, it's going your way, and it's certainly going Commerce's way tonight. Here's the extra point, and they will keep out the starting kicker, Diaz, and the extra point is good. And we'll take a break here. 49-0 here on Lake 97.7, and Towns County trails Commerce. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Chris Mathis back here with you with Stuart Nichols up here in the press box, having a great time trying to stay as positive as possible as the score now 49-0 following the 2-yard touchdown off the fumble on the handoff to the fullback. And Commerce up by 7 touchdowns. 26 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Towns County, one aspect of football that they have dominated at all season long was kickoff and special teams. And this time Alan Gillis fumbles it on initial contact and is able to pick up the ball and run it out to the 9-yard line. Kind of went for a second effort to pick up the ball again and dropped it again there. And he's able to get out to the 9-yard line, so that's where Towns County will start off 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line, Stuart. I mean, not holding you accountable for anything, but at halftime, you were saying 3 touchdowns. Last drive, you did say, this is the drive we score a touchdown. Is this the drive we score a touchdown, Stuart? I think this is as good of a drive as ever for Towns County to score on. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
Yeah, I started to say, I didn't say which quarter. Did I say that?
No.
Maybe I was saying there's going to be 3 touchdowns period. So Commerce has scored 1, we're going to score 2.
Okay. All right, I'll take that. We got a whole nother quarter to go here, guys. Thank you for tuning in to 97.7. Having a great time up here. Once again, check out this broadcast Monday on the Windstream Channel 4 YouTube channel. Jacob's been doing a great job this season recording these games and publishing them to the website, their YouTube channel. And it'll also air on Windstream Channel 4 on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. So you need to check that out and definitely give some input on what you thought about the coverage, the broadcast. I know Jacob does a good job with Windstream to bring as much detail to this game as possible. He's done that throughout this entire season. And now we will start off the 4th quarter. 12 minutes up on the scoreboard, but clock will continuously run unless there is a timeout or an injured player on the field. This clock will wind its way down, and it's going to be a pretty quick 4th quarter. Towns County does have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 9. We will work from right to left. Towns County dressed out in the navy blue tops, navy blue helmet, dark charcoal gray pants, and let's see what Trent Bradshaw can do. Senior night here for this Towns County football team, class of 2019. Here comes Bradshaw. Takes a snap, fakes it, hand off to the fullback, pitch play outside to Bradley. Bradley's going to cut up field and get a solid 9 yards, and that was a pretty big hit there by the safety of Commerce. Even chased Bradley into the chain gang and knocked over that yard line marker. First down.
First down, right at the first down marker. So good extra effort there at the end by Nick.
Nick Bradley, another one of those seniors for Towns County, wears number 24, and his role has increased each and every week on offense. 1st and 10 now. Bradley seeing a lot of playing time in the backfield here in the second half. Here's a snap. Bradshaw fakes the handoff to the fullback, pitches it to the left side. Nick Bradley running along the sideline and is hit. They should have ruled him out of bounds a little bit before that. He was out of bounds. There's a flag that comes in, not in the area of the tackle, but in the area of holding. And he stepped out of bounds at the 37, 36-yard line, and they did not blow the whistle, so he kind of cut back inside, to me, is what it looked like, and took an extra lick there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that one is coming back for the Indians.
Yeah, holding call there on the receiver. That's the only guy in the area. Pitch play that went to the left side of the field. Bradley with a great job there. Could have lost balance, stepped out of bounds instead, ran along the sideline, ran that tightrope for an additional 5 or 6 yards. But that penalty will negate that gain. And
well, the good thing about it is it's from the spot. So they've got 1st and long 7, 8 yards, something like that now instead of 1st and 10.
10 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in this ball game, Stuart. First down for Towns County. Here comes Bradshaw, fakes the pitch to the right side, follows Jake Parker and able to pick up a nice gain of 6. Trent Bradshaw really read that block there well by the senior Jake Parker. Jake Parker, one of those guys that gives it everything he's got, and that was one of the plays right there. Knew he had a chance to extend the play for his quarterback and did so. Picked up an additional key block to really get a nice gain of 7 yards for Trent Bradshaw.
Now what you like to do right here traditionally on these short yard, 2nd and short right here, you can take a shot down the field and feel reasonably confident you can get 1 yard on the 3rd down play.
For sure. It's 2nd down and 1, Stuart. I think that's a great option here for Towns County to do. Will they do so? No, they won't. They hand it off to Gillis. Correction, Bradley works the left side pretty well. Made a guy miss the line of scrimmage, and he has enough for a Towns County first down, and he looks to be in some pain over there on the sideline.
Yeah, he come down awkwardly way out of bounds.
Nick Bradley picked up the first down for Towns County. Slow to get up, but he's up. It looks like it had something to do with his his leg to me. He's up and he's hobbling a little bit, but he's fine. First down and 10 now.
We got Alan Gillis back in the ball game, which has been a great running back for us tonight. But I think he's maybe stretching out his hamstring or something a little bit as he was coming back out on the field.
Here's a snap. Let's give it off to Alan Gillis. Alan Gillis tackled from behind in the backfield. Great job there. The defensive line for Commerce has been phenomenal. I mean, you must give them credit for the way they've played. A couple of batted down passes. One pass that was batted up in the air. Got them 6 points on a pick six. Great job really closing up the middle of the field. Towns County to have much success running up the gut, which tonight we've had a couple of plays here and there, but it seems like we're picking up our first downs on these pitch plays to the outside.
Yeah, if you get the corner, get that edge, and then from there it's just speed.
8 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Here's a snap, handoff to the left side, Alan Gillis. Alan Gillis throws down a stiff arm and is tackled at the 45-yard line. He'll be short of the first down, but nice run there by Alan Gillis. A senior running back also plays some safety. Second down and 1 once again. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in this ball game. We trail 49-0. Towns County looking to really just put together a drive with points up on the scoreboard at this point. Senior night, in front of your crowd, all your friends and family out here to support you guys. Last game ever at the Frank McClure Stadium. Ever. Let that soak in for a little bit. These guys definitely will be thinking about this after the game. Here's the handoff to Alan Gillis up across the 47-yard line. He has a first down for Towns County. Just hand this one up right up the gut to Alan Gillis, your lead running back. And you're right, Stuart. He's a little.
I don't feel like Alan's 100% right now.
No, he got that first down, and he just kind of wasn't really, in much pain or anything, but he was kind of hobbling, putting more pressure on one side than the other. So they still leave him out there, I guess, waiting for Bradley to see if he's all right. And we'll have Blaine Rogers at fullback.
Yeah, and Bradley's still on the bench, so we're not sure about his injuries or what's going on, but hopefully it's nothing serious.
First and 10 now. Alan Gillis, even though he is a little shaken up, continues to be one of those guys that you can rely on for this football team. Here's a snap. Bradshaw hands it off to Blaine Rogers, who gets across the 50-yard line down to the 49-yard line of the Tigers. Gain of 3 for Rogers.
If you just called his number, you're a prophet or something.
Well, I do like how well he's ran the ball tonight. This is definitely one of his better games. No miscommunication on the handoff for him tonight, so that's very good. We saw that against Riverside where we fumbled it about to score a touchdown, and that was really a drive killer. Here comes second down and 7. Handoff to Blaine Rogers. Plenty of running room for the first down. Down to the 27-yard line. First and 10 now. Blaine Rogers with a big run for Towns County. Speak of him, back-to-back plays, picking up back-to-back positive yardage. That time it's a big first down. Putting together one of our better drives. Piecing together, I guess is a word you should say. Yeah, 25-yard run there for Bradley, and he's done a good job there on that play. And the ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line. First and 10. Here comes the snap. Bradshaw going to dump back, pump fake once, take a shot down the field. Wide open receiver in the end zone. Come back on the ball, and it's incomplete. And that's clearly a pass interference on the defensive back. Got in the way of the pass to Will Travis in the end zone. And that was money. That was money if that guy would have not gotten in the way, of course. And great throw there, but that penalty is big time. Able to draw the pass interference in the end zone, and that defensive back there, not a starter for these guys. Landon Bunn, just a freshman, getting some playing time tonight.
Yeah, still unable to complete the pass, but that time is because of pass interference in the end zone. In the pros, that's ball on the 1-yard line, but not the case in high school ball. You get 10-yard penalty and automatic first down.
I wish it was the case in high school football, because that would be awesome. Set us up at the 1-yard line. Instead, we're looking at, first and 10 inside the red zone at the 14-yard line, which is still a big deal for Towns County.
By far the best field position we've had all night.
For sure. Let's see if the Indians can do anything here on this drive. Here comes Trent Bradshaw. Fakes the handoff to the fullback. Keeps it himself. Keeps turning those legs down to the 10-yard line. Nice effort play as Bradshaw is being dragged down from behind by his jersey. I'm kind of surprised that jersey did not rip. You could see the number kind of peeling off to the side there. That was one of those runs that you see in the NFL, which their jersey rips. That was a great effort there by Trent Bradshaw. Fights for 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. 5 minutes remaining here, Stewart, in this ball game.
We're about to get one of the 2 touchdowns I call, bro.
We are, as the score 49-0, 5 minutes to go, 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Here comes Bradshaw, I formation. Gonna keep it himself. Bradshaw with running room down to the 7-8 yard line, and he got hit there pretty hard by the outside linebacker of the Tigers. It looked like he had a touchdown there, plenty of green grass, and the linebacker came over just in time and laid a pretty good hit there on Bradshaw.
Well, it almost seemed like, too, right at the point of contact, Trent was trying to cut, and it's almost like his foot slipped on him or something, and he got hit hard clearly, but it's almost like he was falling at the same time. It's like he slipped almost.
Yeah, kind of 2 things going against you at one time. It's hard for you to win that battle. 3rd down and 2 now for Towns County from the 6 yard line. Knocking on the Tigers' door. Let's see what we can do here. Here comes Bradshaw, going to throw it, and the end zone. It's a touchdown on a little slant route to Will Travis. Will Travis, a senior, with the first touchdown of the ball game. Senior Trent Bradshaw with a nice pass to Will Travis. Both of them seniors get the first touchdown of the ball game here at the 4-minute mark remaining in the 4th quarter. There you go, Stewart. The touchdown you called just happens to happen right there for Towns County. Will we go for 2 here?
I don't see any reason for it. I think we'll give Wesley a shot to do what he does. He's got a great leg, and put that extra point up on the board.
That's what they will do. They will send out the senior place kicker, field goal guy, number 55, Wesley Calhoun, will be attempting his first extra point of the ball game. Bradshaw will hold the snap. Here's the snap. Extra point is up, and it is good. Towns County gets on the board here. 4 minutes to go, and the ball game will be right back in 60 seconds on Lake 97.7.
It's been a long time coming. The Towns County Indians are now a force and a perennial playoff contender. And Lake 97.7 is set to tee up another Friday night dogfight. So, how about you, Indians fans? Are you ready for some football?
The Towns County Indians are for real, and you can hear every first down, knockdown, and touchdown live on Lake 97.7 FM and on WJULradio.com all fall long.
Chris Mathis, Stuart Nichols back here, the voice of the Towns County Indians, Lake 97.7. WJUL, a big thank you to our sponsor tonight, Hiawassee Hardware on Main Street in Hiawassee, Georgia. Thank you guys for making this possible for Stuart and myself, and a big thank you to all of our listeners out there, whether you're tuning in Hiawassee, Young Harris, Georgia, Marianna, Florida, wherever you guys are. We appreciate you tuning in.
Timbuktu.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows, really? Who knows? 4 minutes to go here in this ball game, and Towns County just scored their first touchdown of the night. The score 49-7 after an 8-yard touchdown pass from Trent Bradshaw to Will Travis. Here's the kickoff following the touchdown, and the Tigers will return it from the 17-yard line and fight forward down to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and a late flag comes in here, way off of the ball. That was not a holding. That has to be a personal foul. I saw some taunting going on there by Commerce.
Yeah, but the guy popped up. It looked like Michael Moss. I'm not sure what went on there, but I think there's some initial holding. We got a personal foul and they're calling it against Michael. You know, it's always the second guy. It's always the second guy.
That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And the guy for the Tigers got up and just clapped right in his face. You know, I'm not sure how that works. But you're right, it's always the second guy, the guy that the official actually sees get up or walk away, you know, last. And that's what happened there. 15-yard penalty on Towns County.
And it looks like the Indians have, not that we've got a lot of them, but it looks like we do have some of our subs in here. And we may have seen the last of some of our seniors, at least. I think we still got a couple out there.
We do. We still have a few out there. Here comes the snap. It's going to be a handoff that goes to the left side.
I believe we had a fumble. Indians
And
ball.
Towns County recovered the fumble.
That second score. I was telling
Here
you
we
about.
go. 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go here, Stewart. I think you come back out here with your starting offense. Let's at least do that. And Bradshaw points to Oaks as if Oaks will come out here and play this drive. I mean, it's definitely the
Here's the
safety
thing.
protocol here.
It is, I get it, but you got Trent, senior quarterback. You got Allen, senior running back.
Senior
You got
night.
Senior night. This is the last. That's not the last game of the year, but it is senior night at home.
I figured that we would leave in the starting offense here, but that is not the case. We will see a new quarterback in here, Kyle Oaks for Towns County, just a freshman. We assume at this point that he will be the quarterback next season for Towns County. 1st and 10 for Kyle Oaks. And I formation, here's the snap. Oaks going to give it off to his tailback, who fights for it across the 50-yard line. And just a nasty block here away from the ball there by Logan Sosby. Absolutely flattened that defensive back. Wanted to give him a shout out for that nasty block there. Gain of 3 yards there by the Towns County tailback. And we do have substitutes in. We do have a few seniors, I believe, out there on that offensive line. I'm not sure.
That was Nick that had come back in, so that was good to see Nick back out there.
And it looks as if Blaine Rogers still playing fullback for Towns County. Here's a snap. Oaks is going to give it to Rogers. Rogers gets down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 4 for Blaine Rogers.
Rogers on the carry.
Second down, a long 4 yards to go now for Towns County from the Tiger 45-yard line. 1:54 to go here in this ball game. We trail 49-7 on Lake 97.7.
Well, if there's running clock, at best you got 3 plays.
And we've seen this throughout the season. You know, these guys come in and they get their playing time, which is great. They need the experience, but we've gotten 1 touchdown with the second team in, and that was due to a Reese Hampton 72-yard carry a few weeks back and then a 2-yard run. And this time Oaks is going to try to keep it himself. Wanted to pitch it back, and he was swallowed up there by 3 defensive linemen for the Tigers. Great read there defensively to be aware of where the ball was and know that Kyle was, trying to do something with the football. Clock goes down to 1:10, 4th down, 4 yards to go. For Towns County from the 45-yard line. 49-7 the score here. And clock still goes down to 56 seconds. This will be the last play most likely.
Well, this is
Unless we can
4th
pick this
down.
up.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Here's the snap. Handoff goes to the fullback. He'll be tackled a yard shy of the 1st down marker. Blaine Rogers with the carry. Another one of those seniors. Got to talk to him earlier this week in practice, and it's bittersweet for that guy as well. And he definitely got his fair share of carries tonight. Had quite a bit of yardage tonight running the football, and it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now for Commerce from their 42-yard line. 23 seconds to go. I'm not sure if they will have to get off 1 snap here. They might get off 1 snap, and they will huddle up. And a couple of the seniors will walk off the field for the final time here at the Frank McClure Stadium. Just a huge round of applause to these guys. The season is not over, but their career at home is now over. They were a part of that playoff football team that Towns County produced last year, thanks to a couple of great players, John Cornett. And this year things are not going the way we would hope for them to be going. And that will do it for this ball game. 49-7 the final score here. The Commerce Tigers advance to 8-0 on this season. Towns County drops to 2 wins, 6 losses. Next week we do have a good game in store for you guys. We're taking on Lakeview Academy in Gainesville next week, and they have yet to win a football game. Results pending from their game tonight.
Well, they're playing Athens Academy.
I believe I have it printed out right here. If they are,
No, they're playing Prince Avenue.
they should lose that ball game. 6-1 Prince Avenue. So quick recap here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this broadcast. First and foremost, thank you to Hiawassee Hardware and Hiawassee for bringing you tonight's coverage. Another great opportunity for Stuart Nichols and myself. Having a great time here as always, no matter what the scoreboard shows. always make the best out of it and giving credit to everybody out on the field.
Everybody out on the field, but once again, 3 out of the last 4 weeks, we've got to give the Hiawassee Hardware hit of the week. Once again, to Wesley Calhoun here on senior night. The Indians had some nice plays overall on defense, but certainly probably the hardest hit, maybe from either team tonight, was Wesley on that second down. Unfortunately, the following play was a long touchdown pass. That was a nice hit though by Wesley. Good job from Wesley there.
Yeah, Wesley Calhoun just really been one of those guys that, the first couple of games, you recognize him. You see, he's making some plays. Then it's like he really has just taken over a role of just pure dominance for Towns County. At the beginning of the season, I'm not sure if I ever would have expected him to play as well as he has been, but he is just an absolute beast out there for Towns County. He plays hard, whistle to whistle, sideline to sideline, and got to give him a lot of credit tonight and being awarded from Stephen Nichols himself, the Hiawassee, Stuart Nichols, the Hiawassee.
You think that's Stephen? Don't confuse me, Stephen Phillips.
Hey, we're having a great time up here. Got to give credit to him. And once again, just Hiawassee Hardware, hard hit of the ball game goes to Wesley Calhoun, number 55. Played his last ball game at home ever, so that's not the way you wanted things to end. But you did play a very good football team tonight. You showed some signs of greatness. There's some positives to take away from this ball game for sure.
There are, and and of course we would like to have had more touchdowns, but. The one touchdown we had, senior, Trent Bradshaw, the senior, Will Travis. Nice hook up there for the 8-yard score there to get Towns County's only score of the night.
Yeah, 49-7 the final score here from the Frank McCourt Stadium. And really, we had some great plays. Another crucial play of the ball game was the fumble by the Indians. And then we had just an unlucky break here. A pass was thrown. Bradshaw was intending for his target here on the left side, and it was batted up in the air for a pick six. And that definitely hurts your confidence. And it seems like when we were really very confident in the way we have been playing, we have a bad play, and that just kind of sucks the air out of the room. And that definitely happened tonight. But we're definitely looking forward to next week's ball game between Lakeview Academy, and hopefully they took another loss tonight.
I'm pretty sure they did, so we're going to have 2 wins for the season. Winless in region, though, but they don't have any wins. Now, again, the worst thing you can do is say, hey, we're going to go down there and win that ball game. I promise you, those guys are hungry for that first win. They're on their home turf, and I'm not sure, but that may be their senior night as well, so they're going to come out and do what they need to do to get their first W of the year. But I would tell you, again, just some very rough numbers right here. The Indians had about 177 yards on offense tonight, substantially better than what it was last game. We need to see that kind of improvement again next week and put up about 350, and we'll do that.
Double that. We'll do that. I think we have a chance to do that. And tonight, senior night, class of 2019, a big congratulations to the band members, the cheerleaders, and the players. I know a lot of those guys do not always get as much recognition as they deserve because they have practice to go to. They have events to go to. They got to be out here. No matter what the scoreboard shows, they come out here at halftime. They do their job. So shout out to all of you ladies and guys out there who are on the band or a cheerleader for Towns County. I think that's going to wrap up tonight's coverage for Stuart Nichols and Chris Mathis, the voice of the Towns County Indians on Lake 97.7 WJUL. Make sure you tune in next week at 7 p.m. on 97.7 for more coverage of Towns County Indian football.